I wanted the opportunity for everyone to see my face, and I'm just excited that, this is going to go out to so many wonderful people. I got a haircut. Things are good.
Looking good. Looking good.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Jaybird TV. I hope you enjoyed a word from Cody Erickson, the handsome devil who is the owner of Terra Firma. Great guy, really strong climber, and he helps your boy out, do some sweet filming here, which I really appreciate. So I will be climbing on what we call the old new wall, which is kind of a joke. This was the second to last wall that was built and added to Terra Firma, so we used to call it the new wall, but then we built another new wall. So this is the old new wall. Concave, you may recognize it from some previous videos. Got some really awesome sets right now. We actually have a bouldering league going on at Terra Firma currently. Oh, it's my boy Chris Myers here. Chris Myers happened to be in the area, and I figured why not see him send this blue V5. Get a little, get some different climbers in there. I feel like a lot of me climbing in these videos. It's always really fun to have different people, especially, everyone has their own climbing style and technique, and Chris is stronger than me at certain movements, just like I have my own kind of style. So it's always really fun just to see different people climb, and Chris and I actually climb this route entirely differently, which is pretty rad. But just seeing the man crush there, we call him Chris Pinch, the Pinch Myers. But yeah, we have a bouldering league going on right now. So basically what that is every single week there are new sets, and then they're numbered, and they're actually not rated with the kind of classic color tag that Terra Firma uses to rate their routes. Actually, it's just numbered, and then people will have to use their route rating skills, kind of figure out what difficulty, where they should climb. And it's cool because it's scaled to everyone's kind of what they climb. So like what your max is. So if your max is V5, oh, look at the dry fire, by the way. Man, I underestimated how greasy that crimp would get. There'll be a change in beta here that you'll see too. But anyhow, yeah, the bouldering league is scaled. It's pretty rad. So if a V2 climber sends V3, that's more points than a V8 climber getting V6, which is really awesome because everyone can push their own limits. Last time I was on this route, I did not sit down like that, so I kind of tried to pull up into that crimp. This time I really sat down kind of on my haunches and was able to make a few moves before then getting the foot switch and moving up to the top there. Crazy how just some hip repositioning can really help or make a huge difference on a climb. I did not expect to come off that route, to be honest, but it's always good to get humbled a little bit. Can't just rush through things. It's a habit that I find myself doing quite a lot. Oftentimes I will, if I fail on a route, I want to get back on right away, and I will rush through things and not get it right. But pink V6, V7 here, really awesome. Love seeing those big holds. Go back to the feature here, kind of move it down to the corner and get like almost a meat hook underneath of it. Switch my feet and have a really dynamic catch here. Swinging out. And then stand up here. This is really interesting. You get your hand up and then you actually toe hook. So see, my right toe is hooking, and it was necessary. You really had to do that. Catch the left hand there. And instead of bumping, I choose just get my feet set up high because it was a jug to finish. So pretty awesome routes. I love that double clutch move. I actually did it twice in order to get the two different angles. If you're seeing me to do two different angles, it is because I am climbing it twice. So that's why I don't do it all the time, because I don't want to try and send everything twice all the time, but sometimes definitely worth it. So anyhow, it's the V8 on this set. It is, I call it the green catch and coordination V8 because you will see it requires a move where you have to do a coordination move, jump up and snag two slopers. But the beginning's really interesting here. So there's two little tiny foot chips that might be a little bit difficult to see, but you'll see that I get my right foot, I span out, and I actually get my thumb on them, and almost like a thundercling. I do crimp a little bit, but move between those, and then there's a little 2-finger pocket. You can pinch it if you want. I did hang open-handed on it sometimes, but ultimately I ended up kind of pinching. Get the left foot up and go to a slopey pinch. It's actually quite good, better than the very small holds that you were just on. And here is the crux. So I did see someone else do it right when I got there, so I kind of had that beta already. Knew that it was a double catch and not just going up static, which is what the setter actually did. he just went up right and stuck it. But I cannot even fathom doing that. It was really difficult to hold both of those. I had to generate a lot of tension off the right foot. That was really important. And what I found was the more that I actually directed my weight and body up left while still hitting the right hand first, definitely helped out a lot. So it's all about orientation on this for me. I had to kind of tense up, squeeze my body, really push off the foot, and getting closer there. Definitely a lot of attempts. But with coordination moves and technical moves, sometimes you just have to kind of drill it a lot. Just do it quite a few times. Can't always just power your way through. You have to get the technique and beta right. So here I managed to snag both, get the left hand on, and from here you really just walk your feet up. And what's nice is then you can then bump, left hand up, and it was a bit of a big move, but thankfully the last hold was pretty solid, so just getting that and getting the match. Super happy to get that. Definitely was a tricky move. As you can see, it took me quite a few times. So bagging that, super stoked. And the grade on this is a little misleading. This was a blue V6, V7. To me, it actually felt harder than the green. Although some people may disagree, it's just a lot more technical. So it begins with these, the right side pull and the left crimp, and you immediately work your way to the feature. I actually did work on this the day before, but got literally nowhere. I came back the next day with different shoes. I'm actually rocking my La Sportiva Miras, which I had not used in a while. Broke them out of retirement. I'm still getting used to the Scarpa Instinct VS toe, and I'm still breaking them in, and I'm really bad at technical problems in my Scarpas. It's actually pretty bad. But with my La Sportiva Miras, I'm able to feel my toe. I'm able to use them. Feels great. I'm really enjoying the shoe quite a lot. Of course, the solutions will probably always be my favorite, but I don't have any solutions right now. Might need to kind of re-up and get some. I was really considering 510 high angles. It was a really great shoe too. So anyways, as you can see, really delicate movement on the feature here, and it actually took me quite a while to get that figured out. I'm using the high foot beta on this day, which really made a difference, but it also required a lot of skin to take my left foot off and swing it down. So this thing really kind of chewed my fingers up, and as you can see, so delicate. Just any slight movement that was off and you just pop right off the route. Really had to kind of be honed in. Very cool because of that, but man, definitely tough for me especially. And I wasn't sure if I should kind of get my left hand up on the feature or do it from down below. Down below is definitely better, but that made the next move feel really hard, so that was definitely the closest I probably got to snagging the right crimp. Spoiler alert. I was unable to get this one. But super psyched to, make that progress. The day before I really struggled. And even though technically the crux is probably up above, I think that would be a little bit easier for me just because there's actually holds that you can pull on. So I do kind of just climb up here to try it out and see what the next holds even feel like. That right crimp is pretty good. I just was unable to really get to it. You have these two little foot chips. The bottom right one's pretty good. Swing your foot onto the feature and then make your way out to some pretty bad crimps. You do have great feet though, so it's all about balance and how you position yourself between the two features. So I cross under and kind of my weight comes out, but I think if I were to really get widespread, I'd get it. My hand got chewed up, look at that, so crazy. Chewed to hell. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. Thanks so much for watching, fam. Much love, peace.